future self will hate me just as much as I do. But she'll envy my age and my immunity in the courtroom. And in life she'll find there are so many little things that I could do, and she can't do, and she'll blame me for it, and I'll remember it, cause I will be gone like a hilltop blossom. I have grown too accustomed to this body. Yellow, you want to walk by the sea, and yellow, you don't know how to reach. Oh, yellow, you have a short-term memory like the waves, like the fish unlike me. I remember meeting you, I was a child, when you told me put your head up, dumb girl, look in my eye. And in it I found myself completely mesmerized. Sadly I blinked and 3 years had gone by. Yellowhood, I blinked, you were saying goodbye. Yellowhood, you were in my dream tonight. Yellowhood, you were in my dream tonight. Yellowhood, yellowhood. Mother, I'm running up a hill. Minutes ago I lay on it still. I saw something horrible tonight. Woke from a nightmare full of fright. Hope to your vision to desire to heal. No, that wasn't you. In what world could that be? Transformation into something horrible. Mara planting top a hill. Minutes ago I saw your real face. How can I go back after that? You were the most wonderful thing I've seen. You weren't a witch, much less a queen. Mom, I'm going with your memory before you turn into a human being. That is illegal. You can't be that handsome. It increases the risk of sudden death by heart failure or seizure. In short, it is a dangerous hazard for you and your fellow people. So fuck off and fuck me. This is not like me, I swear. This is just a phase in my life, and I am sure that I will regret this profusely. A boy, a fine young man with my chest so broad and my hips so thin. The callow spikes peeking from my skin, every outline solidly descending down the strong bridge of my nose, my jaw, my neck, collarbone, the hollow where my ribs cave in, my gut, my crutch, my shit. If only fate had allowed it to be, if only fate had allowed me to be. I would have been a handsome motherfucker. Narcissus kneeling naked by the river, I could crumble to his grave. When he bends his back and strikes a post, but I can only see his face. Weird thing, I'm not used to looking people in the eyes, but when I'm here, all I can think of is how I want to be his wife. Give him a life in exchange for his whole body. If he lets me dive in his river, I swear I'll give birth to his whole body.
Narcissus never lets me swim beside him in the river, though his pencil stays there sighing with the leeches and the beaver. I see his naked figure, I am trying not to shiver. He is obviously amused by my bemusement and my playful yarns. Again, I shyly ask, what's with the water, does it? He tells me that I kneel and cries, whether I refill.
Dick. Shut up. Oligarchy, the government of you. You won't even notice it, or when it comes to you. Oligarchy, the governors of flu. Last night there were 47, now there are only 2. Power is celebrity is gone. Nowadays there's barely any difference after all. S-O-B-A-V-R-G-A-S. Pubis and sweat covers her as she runs in the hallway. Summer vacation does it for a virgin peer. I love you, love, pull up my skirt, and I love you even more. Why?
¿Por qué todas mis hazañas amorosas terminan en mierda? Joder.
Every time it rains in the summer, I always get reminded of Simon. How he laid me down on his recliner and told me he would give birth to my son. How he couldn't have done it, couldn't have done it, could he have done it, could he give birth to my son? Kiss me to lower my fever with the stems of the flowers you pick. You can weave a collar for my neck. Help me climb the highest tree and next to yours I'll watch my feet then go. I don't want to live like this no more. Let yourself watch my feet as they then go. I don't want to live this life no more. Good night, darling Alexander. Your day was as full of wonder as you wanted it to be. All the scary parts you wondered, all the memory was grander than what I will ever see. Last night I thought I had lost you in between the flashlights. Looked for you until my eyes hurt, wept until I lost sight. Good night, darling Alexander. I shouldn't have even pondered you'd abandon me like this, yet it was a great reminder. I will never push you under, and I will learn how to kiss.
After checking up on my squad, I grasped the handle of my harvesting basket and approached him. His knees were digging deep in the layer of shrimp corpses, yet another layer coated him. Stone, lithified skin. Through it, his tears soaked and dripped. I had my guess for the reason of this shedding. Someone had cut off his wings.
In the deep depths of the gray seabed on harvest day, I was able to see him, a sad stone on the dead shrimp skeletal man, soaking in the light and the soft.
And still I asked him, for it was our job to scrape the sea depths from all that sprouted in their sands, and he appeared to be but one more of these sprouts. "Who cuts your wings, Master Gabriel?" I said. He did not answer. He spoke in tears only.
And through his lithified mask I could see his tears cried bitterly into the sea. There was little that someone like me, a humble seaweed harvester, could do to help a crying master.
After several attempts to get to him, I retreated to my squad and continued to harvest as I brooded. The tender blades of seagrass effortlessly slid out of the ground, from the quicksand to the hardest stone. It was all so pure, so easy to corrupt.
And I felt like giving my life just so he wasn't where he wasn't. I could watch his eyes go die. Babe, giving you that away, even if I must die, my angel fly.
Day after day the harvest continued, and my basket filled with greenish, somewhat olive, like perhaps a tinge of white, maybe an inkling of red. And on it went. I had never noticed up until I met the weeping angel how long the harvesting really took us. So I started looking around for my peers, who were absorbed in their wheat plucking as I was. I noticed how they all made the same motion with their hand. Reach, grab, pull, store. They weren't even looking, they didn't even hear the cries, they only did what they thought was right.
Old angel, you lonely Gabriel. When you take my hand, I'm lonely as well. I'll strong angel, you lovely Gabriel. When you fly back to your Israel, yeah. Old angel, you lonely Gabriel. When you take my hand, I'm lonely as well. I'll strong angel, you lovely Gabriel. When you fly back to your Israel, yeah.
I returned to him, tears flooding my eyes as I had seen the mutilated bodies of those who were too weak to go on. I opened my basket and held up the shards of broken wings, from which I built a pair of new ones, which I stuck to his cabby back. They slowly started flapping. Gabriel stood, cracking the layer of stone as I sunk in his place. Before flying away, he turned his head to me and asked me my own question. "Who cut my wings?" he said. "I did. Now fly."
Caroline, queen of spades. She will show up at my funeral someday. She'll touch my stone with her blade, and she'll fade. Oh, 'cause that's what she wasn't made for. If the world doesn't blow up after my last episode, well, I guess I was naked. If she doesn't search from the heavens to catch me, I don't know if I'm gonna make it. Oh. Life after parental emancipation essentially goes on a downward path to finally show you the obscure realization that life is no more misery than that. You have already seen, you have already tried, and now thus for us to magically uncover the treasure of pleasure, both chemical and sexual, all that was hidden in your adolescent body from your birth, that you shamefully rejected like the dirt to that. What can one say to that? Oh, well, praise my love. He is everything I'm not. He has meaning. He won't trust well. Give him my first time. It'll be different till it won't hurt.
Well, my time has come. I'll be exiting this prison soon, hopefully, to never return. I'm done. I will erase you from my mind with all I've done. I hope you know I never meant you any harm. Yet you little Russian pose one little question that never was answered to my satisfaction. So if you truly are cold as ice, try answering while you look in my eyes. Siberian boy, tell me that you are not in love. One more time. знакомый холод твоего сердца не тает, когда ты видишь его. You're not answering. Right. You never fold. I understand. You were raised to embrace the cold. Well, I'm leaving now. And boy, though I know it's tough. I wish you warmth. I wish you love. 13, 14, 15, 16. It's already over. This highly anticipated age of lovers has passed you by. You have survived and you're still sober. Congratulations! Will you tell us what you learned? Did you learn to love? Did you learn to trust? Did you learn you should? Did you learn you must? And did you learn anything at all about this overwhelming sense of lust? Oh, I am disgusting. Oh, you are disgusting. Oh, we're both disgusting. Isn't it lovely? Why don't you kiss me? Why don't you
Yellowhood, you want to work by the sea. Yellowhood, you don't know how to reach signals. Yellowhood, you have a short-term memory like the waves, like a fish, unlike me. I remember meeting you, I was a child. When you told me, put your head up, don't girl, look in my eye. And in it I found myself completely mesmerized. Sadly I blinked and 3 years had gone by. Yellowhood, I blinked, you were saying goodbye. Yellowhood, you were in my dream tonight. Yellowhood, you were in my dream tonight. Yellowhood, Yellowhood. A boy, a fine young man with my chest so broad and my hips so thin. The gallows spikes peeking from my skin and down my solidly descending down the strong bridge of my nose, my jaw, my neck, my collarbone, the hollow where my ribs cave in, my gut, my crotch, my shin. If only fate had allowed it to be, if only fate had allowed me to meet, I would have been a handsome mother. S-O-B-A-P-R-G-A-S. Pubescent sweat covers her and she runs in a hurry. Summer vacation just before a virgin yes. I love you, love, fill up my skirt and I'll let you even more. Why? Good night, darling Alexander. It was just full of wonder as you wanted
lost you in between the flashlights. Looked for you until my eyes wept until I lost sight. Good night, darling Alexander. I shouldn't have even pondered you'd abandon me like this. Yet it was a great reminder. I will never push you under, and I will learn how to kiss.
Caroline, queen of spades. She will show up at my funeral someday. She'll touch my soul with her blade, and she'll fade. Oh, 'cause that's what she was made for. If the world doesn't blow up after my last step at dawn, well, I guess I will sneak it. If she doesn't search from the heavens to catch me, I don't know if I'm gonna make it. Oh.